Addison, and welcome to the combined meeting of the committees for Monday, May 15th. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Trustees Del Rosario.
Here.
Nasty. Reyes. Here. Co-chairs Hunley.
Here.
Kluzny.
Here.
O'Brien.
Here. Item number 2 is consideration to approve the minutes of the May 1st, 2023 combined meeting of the committee.
So move.
Second.
Any additions, corrections? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Minutes are approved. Item number 3 is audience input regarding agenda items before the committee. We have none. Item number 4 is discussion of accounts payable. Earlier this evening, we reviewed the following directives. Directive 24-01 in the amount of $1,757,132.94. Directive 24-02 in the amount of $69,016.38. And Directive 24-3 in the amount of $979,140.23. We also have one correction, Directive number 23-43, which was approved on November 21st, 2022, in the amount of $908,917.80, is being reduced by $75, making the new total $908,842.80.
Make the motion.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Item number 5, consideration of payment number 6 to Hitchcock Design, Inc. of Naperville, Illinois, for the final design and engineering of Phase 5 of the Village Green Improvement Project, Veterans Monument, in the amount of $5,280. Funding in account number 470.9947-4536.
Make the motion.
Thank you. Don.
Thank you very much. This item is payment number 6 to Hitchcock Design of Naperville for the final design and engineering of phase number 5 of the Village Green Improvement Project in the amount of $5,280. Staff recommends your consideration.
Thank you. I have no questions on this item. Any questions from the committee? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Item number 6 is consideration of a payment to AVI Systems of Arlington Heights, Illinois for material purchase and integration of the Village Hall Boardroom and Conference Room 2002 Audio-Video Technology Project in the amount of $21,881. Bid number 21-11-1. Funding in account number 100.1050-4304.
Make the motion.
Thank you. Don.
This is a progress payment to AVI Systems for the material purchase and integration of the Village Boardroom and Conference Room 2002 Audio-Video Technology Project. This payment in the amount of $21,881. Staff recommends your consideration.
Very good. I have no questions on this item. Any questions from the committee? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you. Item number 7, consideration of payout request number 5 in the amount of $34,963.13 to Civil Tech Engineering for design engineering services for the Lombard Road Resurfacing Improvements Project from Fullerton to Army Trail. Funding in account number 250.9925-4415.
Make the motion.
Thank you. Mike.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Civil Tech Engineering is our engineering consultant that's been providing design engineering services for the Lombard Road Resurfacing Improvement Project that extends from Fullerton Avenue to Army Trail Road. This project's funded in part with SDP money as well as MFT funds, and we're projecting work to start in 2024. This is just the design engineering stage of this. Civil Tech submitted their 5th payout request totaling $34,963.13. Staff's reviewed this request. We found it to be acceptable based on the work that's been performed. So tonight, we're requesting your approval of this payout request in the amount of $34,963.13.
Thank you. I have no questions on this item. Any questions from the committee? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you.
Item number 8 is consideration to approve payment for 3 years of the Microsoft Enterprises Agreement through the State of Illinois contract pricing from CDWG of Vernon Hills, Illinois, in the total amount of $196,514.46, separated into 3 annual payments, funding in account number 9962-4105.
Make the motion.
Second.
Thank you. Mike?
Thank you, Madam Chairman. This is a 3-year renewal of our Microsoft volume licensing agreement.
I think that's pretty self-explanatory. I have no questions. Any questions from the committee? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Item number 9 is consideration of approval to purchase HP computers and Samsung monitors for the Henry Hyde Resource Center classroom through the State of Illinois contract pricing from CDWG of Vernon Hills, Illinois, in the total amount of $19,518.94, funding in account number 620.9962-4304.
Make the motion.
Second.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. Of course, the Henry Hyde Resource Center provides classes not only for children in the community, but also night use for adults and more college classes and ESL classes. We've been given direction, and it's really much needed to help improve Henry Hyde Resources, give it what it needs to fulfill the requirements of this community, and we're really looking to update that classroom and get technology.
Okay, I have no questions on that. Any questions from the committee? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you.
Item number 10, consideration of approval to purchase one 2024 John Deere backhoe loader with attachments through a Sourcewell contract from Westside Tractor Sales of Lisle, Illinois, in the amount of $184,075.70, funding in account number 640.9964-4347.
Make the motion.
Second.
Thank you. Brian?
Thank you, Madam Chairman. We're requesting approval to purchase a 2024 John Deere backhoe loader with attachment from Westside Tractor Sales. This is going to replace a 2007 Case backhoe that we currently use in Public Works. As you mentioned, this is through Sourcewell, so we're getting the municipal bid price on this. And at this time, we're requesting your favorable approval to purchase this piece of equipment in the amount of $184,075.70. Thank you.
Very good. No questions on this item. Any questions from the committee? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Brian. Item number 11 is consideration to approve the proposal from BLH Computers, Inc. of Springfield, Illinois, for the recycling of electronic waste in the not-to-exceed amount of $20,000, funding in account number 500.5032-4176.
Make the motion.
Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. We're requesting approval to enter a contract with BLH Computers to provide electronics recycling services at the event that will take place on October 14th at Addison Trail High School. These events have been very popular with the community, and BLH has actually agreed to keep pricing flat since we started these events in November of 2020. At our last event, we collected over 14,000 pounds of electronics alone, and at this time, we are asking for your approval to enter contract with BLH in the amount of $20,000. Thank you.
It's a great service to our citizens. I have no questions on this item. Any?
Actually, I have one.
Okay.
Because it
please.
just came up this weekend. So, Brian, you know, like the batteries we have for like the electric drills, the battery-operated drills, like I had to buy a new one. So the old one, is that where we would take it for that?
Yeah, you could definitely bring it to the event that we're going to have on October 14th.
I knew it was something I should know, but yeah, I didn't.
Oh, no
For
problem.
myself. Yeah.
Yeah, we're actually going to expand this event a little bit too with our new contract with Republic Services. We're also going to offer hazardous household waste, so we'll be able to take a lot of different items, including your batteries.
Perfect. Thanks, Ryan. Thank you, Madam Chairman.
Great. Any other comments, questions? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Item number 12, consideration of payment number 11 to Core and Main LP of St. Louis, Missouri for the water meter and AMI project in the amount of $279,352.60. Bid number 21-1-3. Funding and account number 500.5010-4519.
Make the motion.
Second.
Thank you. Ryan?
Thank you, Madam Chairman. We're requesting approval for payout number 11 to Core and Main for the water meter replacement project. During this last period, we had a total of 1,719 units installed, and this brings the entire project to roughly 80% completion. We have obtained all waivers of lien and certified payroll required for the low-interest loan through the state of Illinois, and at this time, we are requesting your approval for the payout to Core and Main in the amount of $279,352.60.
Thank you. I have no questions. Any questions from the committee? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you.
Item number 13 is audience participation. We have none. Executive session, we don't need one. Other business, I have none.
Motion to adjourn.
All those in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned.
I'd like to call the regular village board meeting for Monday, May 15th to order. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Trustees Del Rosario,
Here.
Hundley,
Here.
Kluzny.
Here.
Nasty is absent this evening. O'Brien,
Here.
Reyes. Here. And Mayor Veenstra.
Here. Would everyone please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. If you'd please remain standing for the invocation. This evening will be given by Pastor Bob Tetrick of Messiah Baptist.
Well, good evening. It is a very exciting evening. I picked this night because I wanted to be part of the promotions that you guys have. And in the police department, there's a passage of scripture. As you walk down the stairs or up the stairs, it's Matthew 5:9, and peacemakers shall be called the sons of God. And that's what you guys are. In the process of this evening, I can say I call these men my friends. Deputy Chief Jose Gonzalez, I've had some good conversations with him. Commander Frank Pope, I know your family very well. Chris, I remember just being on for a couple weeks and you allowed me to ride along with you, and it was a great time. Sergeant Eric Brandt, I've had a lot of interaction with you. And then Sergeant Brad Riley, I think you were on for a week and I got to do a ride along with you. Very professional. I can call these men my friends, and I've seen what they've done. And in prayer tonight, I'm going to start with the police officer's prayer. And I've given this to the men in printed form. It says, Lord, I ask for courage. Courage to face and conquer my own fears. Courage to take me where others will not go. I ask for strength. Strength of body to protect others, and strength of spirit to lead others. I ask for dedication. Dedication to my job, to do it well. Dedication to my community, to keep it safe. Give me, Lord, concern for others, and trust me with compassion for those in need. And please, Lord, through it all, be by my side. Dear Heavenly Father, as we come before you, and as these words have been said, I pray for the officers, but I also pray for their families. A lot of lonely nights, days, not knowing what's happening to their loved ones, trusting that the other officers have their back. Father, I did pray for a special dose of courage for the families. I also thank you that we can be part of tonight and lift up these officers, this village, this town that we live in. We are so thankful. In Jesus' name, amen. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, item number 4 is the approval of minutes of the May 1st regular village board meeting. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve. Discussion? Roll call?
Trustees Del Rosario,
Yes.
Hundley,
Yes.
Kluzny,
Yes.
Nasty, and O'Brien.
Yes.
The minutes stand approved. Item number 5 is proclamations, appointments, and presentations. We have a proclamation declaring May 21st through May 27th to be National Public Works Week in the Village of Addison.
This is a proclamation declaring May 21st through May 27th, 2023 as National Public Works Week in the Village of Addison. Whereas public works services provided in our community are an integral part of our citizens' everyday lives, and whereas the support of an understanding and informed citizenry is vital to the efficient operation of public works systems and programs such as water, sewers, wastewater treatment, roads, streetlights, trees, vehicle maintenance, and public buildings. And whereas the health, safety, and comfort of this community greatly depends on these facilities and services. And whereas the quality and effectiveness of these facilities, as well as their planning, design, and construction, are vitally dependent upon the efforts and skill of public works officials. And whereas the efficiency of the qualified and dedicated personnel who staff public works departments is materially influenced by the people's attitude and understanding of the importance of the work they perform. And whereas the year 2023 marks the 63rd annual National Public Works Week sponsored by the American Public Works Association. Now, therefore, Rich Veenstra, Mayor, does hereby proclaim May 21st through May 27th, 2023 to be National Public Works Week in the Village of Addison, and he calls upon all citizens and civic organizations to acquaint themselves with the issues involved in providing our public works and to recognize the contributions which public works officials make every day to our health, safety, comfort, and quality of life.
Ryan, if you please accept this on behalf of the village board. Thank you. And, Public Works is probably the unsung hero of the village. When we get up in the morning, we expect the water to flow out of the faucets, and when it snows, we expect the streets to be plowed, and when there's trees down, we expect those to be cleared, and Public Works does that in the background, and we don't even recognize and know that there's been a problem. So please congratulate the team for a great job and give them our appreciation.
Thank you. On behalf of Public Works, we want to thank the entire board for all the support that you guys give us on a daily basis. It truly makes the job worth it, and knowing that we have such a great board of village behind us really makes us appreciate what we do for the community every single day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we've also got this promotion thing tonight. I'm not sure what it's about, but there's an unusual number of people in the boardroom tonight, so it must be important. Seriously, talking about unsung heroes, our police department certainly is that, and we are very, very proud of them. And tonight we are going to have the formal promotion ceremonies for Deputy Chief Jose Gonzalez, Deputy Commander Frank Pope, Commander Chris Weinberger, Sergeant Eric Brandt, and Sergeant Brad Riley. And Lucille's coming around to do the swearing in. And if you'd all come up.
Get up and take pictures if you all want.
Please raise your right hands and repeat after me. I
Chris Weiner, Frank Pope, Brad Riley, Eric Grant.
do solemnly swear to support the Constitution of the United States
To support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
as
Deputy Chief
for the Village of Addison Police Department
as Commander of the Village of Addison Police Department. As the Commander of the Village of Addison Police Department. Great Sergeant of the Village of Addison Police Department. As a Sergeant of the Village of Addison Police Department.
to the best of my ability,
To the best of my ability.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Gentlemen.
Good. How are you?
Jose, can you have someone to bring the business down? Yes. Call them up. This may be the most dangerous thing that he does all day.
daughter, Ava.
Frank, my wife Nicole. My wife, my North Star, Emily. And my son, Joe.
You know, last week we had a special ceremony at Village Hall for a retired deputy chief, and it was amazing how many former police officers returned to celebrate, to share fellowship and just the feeling of team that our department has. And one of the things that I found so amazing is the number of former Addison police that are now chiefs in other communities. And I think that really says a lot about who you guys are, who you men and women of the department are, but also the skill, the ability, and the dedication that you have. You truly are leaders, not only in Addison, but in the entire DuPage County area. So this is the next step, and I want to congratulate all of you on what you've done up till now and what I know you'll do in the future. So thank you very much. Somebody who may look familiar, it's our former mayor, Larry Hartwig, who also is chairman of the police commission. Larry.
Thanks, Rich. And I just want to offer my congratulations to all of you. And it really is my privilege to still have a small part in working with the police department. And I think you know how proud I always have been of our police department. And now you are going to be leaders in that, taking a leadership role, and how important that is. We've got a great group of men and women. We know that safety is of the utmost concern of residents. That's why we form communities, is to provide service. And the service that's at the very top is the safety. And our police department is a group of people, men and women, that strive for the highest in performance, but they serve the people. And you know, we sit in on interviews, you've sat in with them now too, and what we're looking for are men and women that serve and understand that they're helping the community, helping people, individuals. And that's what you're all about. So congratulations. We're thrilled to have you promoted to your positions, and we wish you all the best.
How do you follow two mayors? I don't know. I'm in trouble. What I'd like to do is just give you a little bio on each one of the candidates that are up for this evening. But first, what I'd like to do is just look around the room here. And like the mayor said, you'll notice that there's all kinds of APD personnel here, on duty and off duty. There are personnel from other departments here that are supporting us. It just is an indication of how well you do your job, how much you're respected, not only in the village of Addison, but outside the village of Addison. And it's because our board gives us that opportunity to help people rise by giving us training, good budgets and equipment. And it's just a great opportunity to work here in the village. So what I'd like to do first is start with Sergeant Eric Brandt. He was hired on April 11, 2005. He has a degree from Morrison Institute of Technology. He was assigned to investigations in 2007. He was a SRO officer at Indian Trail and at Addison Trail High School. In 2018, he was assigned to the Special Project Unit, so he handled CALIA, all the policies and procedures. He obviously, and still to this day, I know he knows it better than I do because I always used to run there for all the answers. He was assigned the Suburban Law Enforcement Academy as a supervisor. So he trained and mentored all the new police recruits throughout the whole county. He was promoted to sergeant on March 20th, 2023. He's been an evidence technician, crisis intervention team, field training officer, and juvenile officer. He had a career in construction before he became a police officer, which benefited him and us tremendously. And then tonight, his wife Danielle, his children Mason and Brody are here this evening.
My wife Danielle, son Mason, Brody will be here to see his work as well.
All right. Sergeant Brad Riley, hired by the Addison Police Department on October 1, 2012, promoted to sergeant on February 6, 2023. His specialties includes he was an AR-15 armor, a Glock armor, breath operator, crisis intervention team, designated marksman, evidence technician, major crime evidence technician, field training officer, firearms instructor, juvenile officer, OC and PPCT instructor, TACman, rapid response instructor. He's also a merit. Merit is the county-wide response team. He's also a forensic investigator for merit. He attended college, has his bachelor's degree from Western Illinois University. Brad also came to us with some military experience. He's been in the United States Army for 21 years. He had 3 deployments in Iraq, and right now he holds the rank of Sergeant First Class in the military. He was also awarded 2 Bronze Stars. So, who knows what the Bronze Star is? A little trivia quiz for no takers. I didn't know what it was. I had to ask Brad. It's for service in combat. He's earned 2 of them.
And Brad, I'm going to let you, one other thing here too, a personal note on Brad. This guy just has a passion to serve the country, serve his community, big passion to serve. And also, it was in 2018, our Knights organization here in the Village of Addison recognized Brad as the outstanding officer of the year. So, Brad, would you like to introduce your family?
Yes, I would. Just my wife over there, my daughter Joanna, and my son Jacob over there. He's hiding. And thanks to the village for allowing me to continue what I love doing with serving.
Commander Frank Hill, hired by the Addison Police Department July 11th, 2005. Also a Western Illinois attendee. Served in the Patrol Division until 2008 when he was assigned to investigations. In 2012, he was assigned to the Drug Enforcement Administration as a task force officer, SDEA. And that's where he was involved in many domestic and international investigations. So it was not unusual for Frank to travel to Mexico, Bogota, over in Europe and everywhere else. I mean, whoever would have thought a local police officer would be assigned a team that would take him internationally doing investigations. Bet you never thought of that. So Frank was promoted to patrol sergeant on November 1, 2021, and then detective sergeant in May of 22. He was promoted to detective commander February 27, 2023. He has a number of specialties, which include rapid response instructor, juvenile officer, high-risk traffic stop instructor, and room entry instructor. Frank was also involved with a number of other personnel. Frank has a knack for making friends throughout the law enforcement community, both locally and internationally, and he developed a lot of friendships locally. And together they came up with another idea, the saturation control. So it's police officers from all the different communities, mostly DuPage, some Cook, and they come together on busy nights and they team up with Chicago, when Chicago has their helicopter, or Illinois State Police has their helicopter on their side. And what they'll do is they'll watch all the intelligence coming out toward DuPage, and they're in their own communities until they see crime start to approach anywhere in DuPage. And then the saturation keeps closing in. So when they strike DuPage, they're being taken down pretty darn quick. It's been a great thing that Frank and his co-workers have done. They also developed, Frank was part of this, a flash channel. So there was the Illinois State Police Emergency Radio Network. Okay, so that was a statewide radio network. Well, there's now a flash channel on the page. So it models Pittsburgh, and when there's an emergency broadcast, or something in progress, violence, anything like that, it's automatically put out over this flash channel, and it's transmitted to every single radio police officer in DuPage County live right now in progress. So people can start adjusting to how they react to that. So, Frank, would you like to introduce the family?
My wife Nicole, I got my two boys up here, Luca and Nico. My daughter's running down the middle of the aisle, Milani. My mom and my dad and my sister, Lucia. My brother-in-law Marco, my brother Mike. That's it.
Commander Chris Weinbrenner was hired by the Addison Police Department on January 12, 2004. He has a bachelor's degree in computer science with a minor in business administration. He served in the Patrol Division until 2011 when he was assigned to the Special Project Unit. He also managed our CLE office. That's Commission on Accreditation for Law Enforcement Agencies. He was instrumental in helping us retain our accreditation with excellence. He was another guy, just like Eric, knows a lot more than I do when it comes to policy, procedure, rules, and regulations, and I would always run to Chris for all the answers. So, for all you guys that didn't like My answer? Well, sometimes it came from Chris. In 2005, he became a state-certified traffic crash reconstruction specialist, so he handled all our major crashes. He also handled all the major crashes for Merit, the major crime team in DuPage County. Called out a lot, all the major accidents, and reconstructed them from prior impact to what happens after impact. He went back to patrol beginning in 2020. He was promoted to sergeant in June of 20, then promoted to commander in January of 23. Chris just graduated from Northwestern School of Police Staff and Command. He has taken dozens of courses in traffic enforcement and education, DUI enforcement, child passenger safety programs, drug interdiction, Illinois Vehicle Code, bicycle safety, you name it, he's done it. He served as a drug enforcement officer, juvenile officer, crash data retrieval specialist, forensic mapping specialist, child safety seat technician, policy cyclist, breath operator, radar and LiDAR instructor, standard field sobriety test instructor, evidence technician, instrumental and Alive at 25 instructor, and ambassador instructor. Chris, would you like to introduce your family?
Sure. Tonight is my three amazing daughters, Ella, Leon, and Amy. That's it.
And then we have Deputy Chief Jose Gonzalez. Deputy Chief Gonzalez was hired on July 7, 2003. He has a bachelor's degree in computer information systems from DeVry. He served in the patrol division until 2006 when he was assigned to the Illinois State Police DuPage Metropolitan Enforcement Group, which is known as DuPage, as a narcotic investigator under the criminal investigation section. He was reassigned in 2009 as a gang investigator and again reassigned as a detective in 2013. And in 2014, he was assigned to Homeland Security Investigations, it's known as HSI, Immigrations and Customs Enforcement, as a task force officer. And Deputy Chief Gonzalez did a lot of local, nationwide, and international investigations as well. So we've had a couple of people that not only rose up through the ranks of APD, but rose up through the ranks federally. They were recognized by their federal boards as being experts and actually protected a lot of people in the entire United States by interdicting drugs all over the nation. He was promoted to sergeant on September 2 of 2014, and then detective sergeant in June of 2020. Promoted to detective commander in June of 22. He's also a graduate of Northwestern School of Police Staff and Command. And he's a former member of the DuPage County Major Crimes Task Force and the DuPage County Anti-Gang Tactical Team. He serves as our Addison Police Department Master Firearms Instructor, Rifle Instructor, Ballistic Shield Instructor, Tactical Medicine Instructor, Evidence Technician, and Juvenile Officer. He's been involved in a substantial number of covert operations. Very covert, very dangerous. He's done that. Then he's received numerous awards and commendations during his time with the Addison Police Department. Jose, would you like to introduce your family?
My fiance Christian, stand up. Oh, wait, my daughter on the other. Then I also have my twin brother in America, who is also a law enforcement, he's from CTV, and his wife Liz, and my older brother Chris.
Boy, these guys. They're inviting everyone, absolutely everyone, to a party at 601. So 601 is located on the southwest corner of Army Trail and Mill. Just, 1 minute away from here. And food and open bar. It's all on these guys right here. So everyone's invited. Thank you. Thank you for coming out and supporting this whole team in the Village of Addison. We appreciate it very much.
Congratulations.
lot of years of service. That's right, there's the bottom, yeah. She'll catch up.
Okay, moving on. Item 6 is audience input regarding agenda items before the board. I think we lost our entire audience, so we will move on to item 7, which is the consent agenda. 7A is approval of accounts payable.
Earlier this evening, the committee recommended approval of the following directives. Directive number 24-01 in the amount of $1,757,132.94. Directive 24-02 in the amount of $69,016.38. Directive 24-3 in the amount of $979,140.23. We also have one adjustment, Directive number 23-43, which was approved on November 21st, 2022, in the amount of $908,917.80, is being reduced by $75, making the new total $908,842.80.
Thank you. 7B is approval of payment number 6 to Hitchcock Design Incorporated of Naperville for the final design and engineering of Phase 5 of the Village Green Improvement Project, that's Veterans Monument, in the amount of $5,280. 7C is the approval of pay to AVI Systems of Arlington Heights, Illinois, for material purchase and integration of the Village Hall Boardroom and Conference Room 2002 Audio Video Technology Project in the amount of $21,881. 7D is the approval of payout request number 5 in the amount of $34,963.13 to Civil Tech Engineering for the design engineering services for the Lombard Road Resurfacing Improvement Project from Fullerton to Army Trail. 7E is approval of payment for 3 years of the Microsoft Enterprise Agreement through the State of Illinois contract pricing from CDWG of Vernon Hills in the amount of $196,514.46. That will be separated into 3 annual payments. Item 7F is approval to purchase HP computers and Samsung monitors for the Henry Hyde Resource Center classroom through the State of Illinois contract pricing from CDWG of Vernon Hills in the total amount of $19,518.94. 7G is approval to purchase one 2024 John Deere backhoe loader with attachments through the Sourcewell contract from Westside Tractor Sales of Lisle, Illinois in the amount of $184,075.70. Item 7H is approval of the proposal from BLH Computers Incorporated of Springfield, Illinois for the recycling of electronic waste in the not-to-exceed amount of $20,000. And 7I is the approval of payment number 11 to Core & Main LP of St. Louis, Missouri for the water meter and the AMI project in the amount of $279,352.60. Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve. Discussion? Roll call.
Trustees Del Rosario,
Yes.
Hundley,
Yes.
Kluzny,
Yes.
O'Brien,
Yes.
Reyes.
Yes.
The consent agenda is approved. Item 8, ordinances and resolutions. 8A is the second reading of an ordinance amending certain provisions of Chapter 11 of the Village Code regarding abandoned, hazardous, or unlawful vehicles.
At our meeting on May 1st, the committee reviewed this ordinance, which amends certain provisions of Chapter 11 of the Village Code regarding abandoned, hazardous, or unlawful vehicles. The committee recommended approval, and first reading was given at the May 1st Village Board meeting. Second reading is requested.
This is second reading of an ordinance amending certain provisions of Chapter 11 of the Village Code regarding abandoned, hazardous, or unlawful vehicles.
Motion to adopt the ordinance?
There's been a motion and a second to adopt the ordinance. Discussion? Roll call.
Trustees Del Rosario,
Yes.
Hundley,
Yes.
Kluzny,
Yes.
O'Brien,
Yes.
Reyes.
Yes.
The ordinance is approved. Item 9 is Mayor's Report. I have several requests for raffle permits. The first is approval of a raffle permit for the Addison Parks and Recreation Foundation for weekly raffles during the Rockin' Wheels from June through August. The second is approval of 2 raffle permits for the Addison Historical Society for events at the Historical Museum on June 27th and August 31st. And the final request is approval of a raffle permit for the Medina Shriners for an event at their location on September 23rd. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Motion is second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
The requests are approved. Item 10 is Officers' Report. Village Attorney.
I have nothing tonight, thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Village Manager.
No report tonight, Mayor. Thank you.
Village Clerk.
On Monday, May 29th, there will be a Memorial Day celebration. The pancake breakfast will begin the event at 8 a.m. until 10 a.m. at Indian Trail Junior High, sponsored by the Knights of Columbus. Then the Historical Museum will be open from 9 a.m. until 11 a.m., and it's a good place for everyone to visit and see where we began. March from Indian Trail Junior High to the St. Paul Cemetery begins at 9:30. VFW Auxiliary flag posting ceremony will be at the St. Paul Cemetery at 10 a.m. And then the Memorial Day ceremony will begin at 11 a.m. and the Village Green And if it rains, it will be in the rotunda, but it's not going to rain, it's going to be beautiful. We'll be able to be outside. And then we start in June with Rockin' Wheels. This is the 12th season to kick off Rockin' Wheels on June 1st from 6 p.m. until 10 p.m. in the Village Green. On stage, country music from what is his name? What is it?
Josiah Siska.
Oh, my goodness. There we go. Sorry. At 6:30, followed by Sawyer Brown. No, it was Joshua Siska. Sorry. Followed by Sawyer Brown at 8 p.m. So visit the Historical Museum and the Craft and Vintage Fair in front of the museum. And please start the summer right with Rockin' Wheels. Thank you.
Thanks, Lucille. Item 11 is Commission and Board reports. We have none this evening. 12 is executive session. We do not need one. 13 is audience participation. We don't have any. And item 14.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion and second. All those in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned.